It's time for citizens arrest. I know you love that. You love it, don't you?
That's awesome.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
That's how I know I'm kicking my day off, right?
Because I'm going to be able to arrest somebody at the end of this class, right?
I mean, technically you could now.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
Mm-hmm. You just have to witness a crime.
And I can arrest someone?
Mm-hmm.
You just got to show up for court.
And I just use my own handcuffs?
Maybe not that.
We'll stay away from those.
I might need to order some from Amazon.
We'll do the handcuffing for you.
So how do I detain them?
You call us.
Oh, okay. Should I follow them if they take off?
Yeah, just be a good witness and don't escalate the situation.
Okay, gotcha. Brandon's not here, but I am, and that's all that matters.
Right. It's just like most days of class.
True. Yeah. Yeah. But he was there.
He was
the last one.
Yeah.
Did
and
he
we
show
all
up for
clapped.
firearms? Did he show up for firearms?
He did not.
Surprising.
He is out touring as a musician. So,
Must be nice.
but we have Lieutenant Mosier in our presence today. Congratulations
Good
on
morning.
your promotion.
Thank you.
And we have Brendan Medina.
Good morning.
And what do you do exactly?
So my the specific title of my position is community relations specialist.
Okay.
A lot of other agencies would call it like the public information officer. Basically, most of the large scale communication coming out of the agency, like news releases, social media, press interviews, all that good stuff.
All right. So last class we had firearms familiarization with Chris Hunt.
Mm-hmm.
He was a very cool guy. He looks like Zac Efron and Robin Thicke mixed together.
We'll make sure to tell him
Yeah,
that.
well,
I wonder if he can perform like Robin
He
Thicke.
will get a kick out of that, I'm sure.
But that was a very interesting class. There was one slide. I will get in trouble by my classmates if I don't bring this up.
I think I saw a picture of this slide.
Did you?
Actually.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you remember what it said?
I do, but you should tell us.
Why not? Why don't you do it?
What was it? It said something about pulling the trigger, right?
I think that's what it was referring to. It said, "Don't jerk it, stroke it."
There you go. That's what it was.
Maybe come up with some different wording.
Proper trigger control. Don't jerk and shoot.
What's going on with the slogans here in South Dakota?
Firearms.
What's
we're
going
on
on here, South Dakota?
We just know how to get people talking about our public safety campaigns in the wrong way.
Yeah, but it works.
Well, they're talking about it. I don't know if it's really serving the purpose, but we'll go with it.
And then Luke Lang was in for the constitutional law,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought that was going to be totally boring, and it wasn't.
No, constitutional law was one of my favorite parts of.
He made it very interesting.
Did you learn something new?
Yeah, the Miranda rights.
Yeah.
Miranda was not a female. It wasn't Miranda Lambert.
So maybe Lieutenant can explain for the listeners just what constitutional law is all about and why it's so important.
You know, constitutional law, basically, it's all of our First Amendment, Second Amendments, all the way through all of our amendments, basically, in regards to the rights that we have as citizens and also the things that law enforcement has to abide by in regards to making sure that we don't violate someone's constitutional rights when we come into contact with them. You know, the Miranda warning one is that you mentioned that is something that we deal with frequently. And I'm glad that you had the opportunity to learn about that. And one of the misconceptions about the Miranda warning is did they talk about it at all in regards to what you see on the movies? So something unique about the Miranda warning, you know, I always get questions, or sometimes people will always say, I got you. You didn't read me that Miranda warning, so as soon as I get out of jail, I'm going to get off scot-free. But technically, that's incorrect. The only time the police are required to read the Miranda warning is when there's an in-custody type of situation, when we want to ask questions in regards to the reason why that person has been arrested. And there's some other things that go along with that, but it's nice to hear that you got to go over some of those different topics.
Yeah, and the Carol doctrine, I think it should be Karen.
Karen doctrine?
Yeah, Karen. They should change it. For sure. But probable cause to search a vehicle, right? That's what the Carol one.
Yeah, and basically if you have
Something Karen would do.
If you have reason to believe that something is illegal or there's contraband in the car, enough information which would lead a reasonable person to believe that contraband is in there, the police have the authority to search that car to see what we can find in regards to that contraband. So, some unique things that you got to take part in last week, and we'll see what you get to take part in next week. Do you know?
I don't know. What is it?
Let's see, what is next week? Next week is a DUI investigation.
Ooh, I'm going to like that.
So you'll learn about drunk driving and some of our field sobriety tests that we have our people go through. And what else do we have? The Mark Vargo with the State's Attorney's Office is going to come visit us.
Okay, very cool.
So you'll get to see our partners in fighting crime in regards to what goes on the back end of things, rather than just on the front scope of things when one gets arrested or someone has to face an issue with dealing with the police.
Very cool. That'll be interesting. I get to do my ride-along tomorrow.
Ooh,
Oh, you
exciting.
haven't done it yet?
No, tomorrow at 11.
You're doing a daytime one, huh?
I am.
Well, you'll see just how busy it starts ramping up from that point on into the day.
I hope I
11
get something
o'clock
good.
is good. That will be good for you. Things start to pick up around 10, 11 o'clock.
Do they?
And it's a good thing that it's a day shift because you'll get to see a wide variety of everything. Seems like sometimes our night shift officers deal with a lot of assaults and burglaries in progress and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But then if you're dealing with the day shift, you get to see things that some of the problems that our businesses will report, or identity theft cases that will get reported by the other members of our community. So yeah, you'll get a wide variety of things when you do your ride along tomorrow.
Nice. Do I have to keep it all secret? Or can I go home and tell my husband, guess what I saw today?
Well, yeah, I mean, we want people to be able to, express what the experience is like. The one thing where it gets concerning is, in law enforcement, we work very hard. One of the reasons we go to work every day is to go and be advocates for people who've been victimized, right? So the last thing we want to do is jeopardize, a victim's rights or a right to privacy in that. So as long as you're not talking about like any names or specifics of the incident that would lead somebody to be able to identify the victim, that's our major concern.
No names and you should be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
And if you take any pictures while you're out there, make sure you're not getting any faces of the people that we're talking to.
Got just like their feet.
As long as they're not wearing shoes that only that person would have.
Okay. Gotcha. I just won't take any pictures.
Okay, that's probably the safest way.
Maybe just a picture of me sitting in the cop car.
Well, and we have reporters that come out and do ride-alongs all the time, and
Okay.
I just have to have that little conversation with, we're not trying to hide anything from you. We're not trying to, shield the public from, the job that we're doing out in the community. We just have to, be mindful of our responsibility within law enforcement to protect victims, and part of that comes with, protecting their privacy as
Yeah,
well.
that's good. That's good. So what, I know Cops is coming back, the TV show. What goes on with that then? How are they able to video?
A lot of it
criminals?
is they get waivers signed from the people who are involved. Even the people who are arrested, depending on the public records laws of that particular state, they'll be like, wait, I got arrested and it was on Cops? Heck yeah, I'll sign that waiver.
That's so cool.
Yeah, you never know.
I actually had a friend when I lived in Arizona that was on Cops.
Like, in a bad way?
Well, he wasn't really doing a whole lot wrong. He was just driving his kids down the street and they weren't in car seats.
Oh.
Believe it or not, we actually had cops here with our department probably back 15, 20 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, that's kind of cool. It was during the motorcycle rally. So.
Really? Do you remember what motorcycle rally it was?
I don't remember which year it was, but I do remember that they were here, and sure enough, the cops teams got involved with one of our vehicle chases here in town, so it was an exciting ride-along for them. And yeah, so Cops was here.
I'll have to look into that. I want to see that.
So you said your ride-along is on Tuesday then?
Yeah, tomorrow.
All right. Well, I know you just had Firearm, so make sure you leave your hand cannon at home.
Oh, okay. We weren't allowed to bring our own guns.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's a good thing, probably.
I was just going to bring my squirt gun. That was so much fun, by the way.
How'd you shoot?
I did really well, but the rifle is my gun.
Yeah, that's a fun little piece of kit down there.
Yeah. The handgun, I'm just kind of all over the place because I get the jolt, when I pull the trigger.
Yep. You're jerking.
Yep. Should be stroking it, not jerking it. I'll learn. Yeah. I might sign up for the class that you guys have,
Which one?
the firearm class. Did you know that you had that?
No.
Yeah,
neither
they
did
have.
I.
There's firearm training.
Through the department?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, we'll have to look into that. That's news to me.
Maybe you guys need it. And he's the one with Max, the dog.
No. So Chris Hunt is not a canine officer. He's
No, not Chris Hunt, the gentleman that did the firearm training.
Ryman. Yeah.
Yeah, Ryman.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever got his name. So. He was only on 2 hours of sleep. So
Oh, okay. Yeah,
he was a little tired.
That sounds like a canine officer and the weird shifts that they work.
Yeah, he said, when I go home, I turn my phone off, I turn everything off. It's just me and the dog. So it's quiet.
Well, and sometimes they can get called out too. So
Oh my goodness.
you never know. Like they could have a pursuit that just ended, and perimeter formed around the suspect vehicle, and then the canine will get a call and say, "Hey, we need your dog out here to come sniff out the bad guy." And yeah, you never know.
Yeah, that's really cool. And we get to meet all the dogs, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, they should all be there.
Yeah.
Well, when do we get to do that?
God, I don't know when that's on the schedule, but I know it's coming up. It's got to be soon, sometime
had
within the next few weeks for sure.
I would look for
You still don't have a schedule? I gave it to Brandon.
You did?
Yes, I did.
Oh, there's the problem.
Well, I'm going to stick to that anyway.
Oh, okay. We're just going to blame Brandon because he's not here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this Thursday, what are we doing?
We're going to meet Mark Vargo in the state's attorney's office.
That's right.
And then we're also going to learn about DUI enforcement.
Okay, very cool.
So don't come intoxicated.
Oh, okay.
This
But
isn't a wet lab.
But you'll learn about the tests.
Okay, I've never been arrested or anything, so I don't know any. And I'm not even lying about it.
Well, that's good.
I'm just really good at getting away with things, except speeding tickets. Bad at that one. Oh, and I wanted to congratulate you on your promotion. So how is your job different now?
So my job is a little bit different in regards to just rather having a shift to take care of for the day. Now I have the entire shift to take care of throughout. Well, it's different. Just a lot more people to take care of at one time. Also, I have the south side of town as my sector, so I'll be working on problems on the south side of town as it relates to various different problems within our community. God, I don't know. There's just so much to it, so much more coming at me, and I'm still learning as we're only a week into it, so we'll see.
Well, we're excited for you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
And thank you guys for stopping by once again.
Always.
We love you.
We love you too.
All right, over and out.